Good afternoon, class. Today, we'll be looking at consumers' health education. Consumers' health education. Consumers' health education can be defined as the steps and precaution taken to ensure that consumers are enlightened and prevented from purchasing goods and services that are harmful to their health. Again, I can say this is the process by which consumers become conscious about goods and services available for consumption. You can take any of the two definitions. Steps and precaution. Take it to ensure that consumers are enlightened and prevented from purchasing goods and services that are harmful to their health, or the process by which consumers become conscious about goods and services available for consumption. So many times we buy things without knowing what we are buying, so to say. You go to a store, you get a tin of milk, you get a tin of Milo, you get table or sachet water, you go out. We don't know the exact product we are buying. How do I mean? So many people, so many of us, when we get stuff from the market, we don't bother checking the nutritional values. We don't bother checking the date, expiry date. We don't bother to even check if it has a certification on it. Certification from bodies who are in charge of manufacturing and making sure that we have good and reliable products to consume in our society. Definition. Let me digress a bit. So, who are the consumers? Who are the consumers? Consumers. Who are the consumers? Consumers. Those who go to the hospital for treatment, they are consumers because you are benefiting from a service. Those who visit private physician, you are a consumer because they will prescribe drug for you to take. Those who visit supermarkets and medicine stores, you are going there to get some things that you will use. Those who go to dispensary for fruits, you are consumers. Those who go to the market to buy edible things, we are consumers. To buy paste, at least that will enter our mouth. To buy water, fruits, foodstuffs, and so on and so forth. These, or let me say, we are the consumers. As a consumer, when you want to buy a product, you have the right to check for some things. There are three major: the manufacture date, expiry date, and we have nutritional content. The content that the food is made of. These three things, as consumers, we must watch very closely. We must watch them very closely. And there are some rights we have as consumers. Our rights as consumers. After checking this very vividly, Consumers' rights. What are your rights as consumer? You have the right to check expiration dates. As consumer, you have the right to check nutrients or nutritional composition. You have the right to check for manufacturer's dates. You have the right as consumer to choose. Not that you get to a store, they arrange some goods and they tell you it's a must to take the first, or it's a must to take from where the arrangement starts. Even if it's bent, if it is cracked, they want to pick from that end. No, you have the right as consumer when you get to any supermarket to choose. You have the right to information. Right, you have the right to information. When you get to any store and want to buy as a consumer, you have the right to all of this. They are telling you, and you are trying to disrupt the way I've arranged that thing. You are trying to do this. No, it is your right to choose. If you are to choose, if you want to choose the one from the middle, if this is the arrangement and you wish to choose this, it is your wish. You have the right as consumer. If it is arranged thus, and you want to choose this, it is your right. You can choose. Not that they will tell you if you choose there, you will disrupt the way I've arranged that thing. You will do this, you will do that. No. So some of us, when we get to the market, you will see a bent thing. They will persuade you to take. It is wrong. Anything bent, if it's in a tin, then it's already contaminated. So we don't select a bent thing. I repeat, tin. If it is in a nylon, if it is in a paper, if it is in a plastic, I mean, you may choose. But if it's a tin, TIN, we don't choose. A bent tin is already contaminated. So, as a consumer, you have the right to this five. When you get to the market, for example, if you want to buy Melo, and what they have is Bonvita, you'll be persuaded to choose this. But you are already using this, you know the nutritional value of this, you know how it works perfect in your system, you know how perfectly this works on you. When you get there, you are persuaded that they do the same work, they do this, they do that. I'm not telling you not to try other products, but what you are confident of, please don't be persuaded to change your mind when you get to the market. It is your right to buy anything you want. They want to sell. That's why they can urge you to take a bent thing. They will tell you we have the same content inside of it. So please be cautious. As a consumer, you have the right to inspect goods. You have the right to inspect goods. You have the right to return opened. If you buy and you see that it is opened, you see that it is tampered with, you see that the thing is bent, you have the right to return. And it is their right to collect. Peradventure, all this did not happen in your own hand. So, lastly, we also have some regulating bodies. Some call them controlling agencies. These are the agencies that are making sure, ensuring that products are packaged in a very good manner. Edible products are done in a serene and good, conducive environment. They make sure that when we buy commodities, we are buying the real deal. We are not buying fake. We are not buying. We are not buying products that we have aftermath effect on us. Example of such is NAFDAC. NAFDAC, National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control. We know that NAFDAC are the ones going about tracking people who are into manufacturing of edibles, food, drinks, drugs, so that what we take will not have adverse effects on us. Number two, we have NDLEA, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. That's all contraband, all anti-doping drugs, all over-the-counter drugs are not seen just everywhere. For clinical uses, they can be seen. But for reasons unworthy, we can't just see them outside. These are the body going about tracking such. We have SON, Standard Organization of Nigeria. They certify products, and we see that those products are standard. So their name says. Number four, we have the Price Control Board, PBC. The Price Control Board are the ones that are making sure that products are not overinflated. They don't just charge us unnecessarily for some products. We have now come to the end of today's class. Thank you.